Alright, welcome everyone. Let's get straight into some 3-minute blitz. I'm at 1859 at the moment. Not too bad. Let's see how we go. Okay, e4. Let's get the scotch up and running. Alright, immediately he goes for this sort of idea. And he gives up a pawn for, I guess, some development. Not quite sure whether it's worth for him, but guess we'll find out. Let's play bishop e2. Knight c3, just normal developing ideas. Okay, I'm already thinking something like bishop g5, hit the queen, and he's already created a slight weakness on his f file, so maybe I just drop back to e3. This trade is unusual. He gets rid of the bishop pair. Now I can just castle and try and get these bishops onto a better diagonal towards the king. All right, let's actually let's go for queen d5. He's hitting my bishop. I probably want to drop that back. Maybe prepare f4. Yeah, let's go straight for f4. Seems fairly decent. Okay, I want to get my bishop onto a really nice file. And then now obviously he's hitting my queen, so I probably want to move that across. Maybe we can go for e5 ideas. The problem is he will take back and he will also hit my queen at the same time. So that's not the best idea. Okay, now I have e5 ideas because I'm also threatening checkmate. Okay, I think this is just a free pawn. It looks like a free pawn at least. I'm threatening checkmate. He can't take this because my queen defends it. So that's some nice stuff right there. Straight away. Off the bat. A good first game. Alright, we have a 1919 rated. This is a tough opponent. Probably one of the toughest I've had so far in my blitz gameplay. So we'll see what we can do. Alright. Let's go for this. I'll try and play a little faster as well so I have more time to think later on. Yeah, let's play d5. I'm sort of afraid of something like this. Okay, so he didn't play it, which is actually quite nice for me now. I'm pretty happy with that. Rook check doesn't really matter. I just play bishop e7. Now I castle. Okay, this trade is quite awkward for him, I think. Ah, no, that makes sense. He wants to pick up a pawn for free. Maybe it's not for free though. Maybe I have some sneaky ideas that I could go for. Let's try something like this. Let's play knight e5, and then I was thinking king f8 after rook check. And immediately it's a confusing position, but some sneaky ideas can come of it. Hitting the bishop now. I mean, he's already winning because he's playing a lot better than me. But it's interesting to see what the possibilities maybe. Okay, so here I want to try and maybe get rid of this. Ah, here's knight check. Just crushing me at this point. Maybe I'll go for some sneaky ideas to end with, try something interesting with this bishop. Okay, let's play king back to F, go something like this. Okay. It's no longer that bad now, but it's still pretty terrible. I'm down an entire queen, so what real tactics do I have here? Guess we play rook d8. Ah, he just wins my rook off this, and that's a GG. I think I'll resign here and get straight into another game. That was a tough one. I just got crushed that game for sure. All right, someone closer to my rating level at the moment. Let's go Scotch again. No one knows how to do anything against this opening. It's just already queen centralized, crushing position. I love it. Let's castle queenside straight away. Get my bishop active. And there are a lot of ideas I can go for here. Let's just drop my queen back to d3. And I need to definitely be careful of this idea for sure. It's not that bad because I have bishop here, but then he can take and then hit my bishop at the same time. So let's take here. Let's go for something slightly different. Okay, now I can just play bishop across. This isn't a threat because I have bishop d5 hitting the rook. And the main idea here is to try and play e5. May want to set up this. Okay, so can I just go for e5 straight away? Yeah, let's go for e5. Takes here, I will take happily, because after recaptures, I can take the queen, and then if he takes back, I take this as well, and that delivers checkmate. So that's quite nice. Takes here. I take anyway, because he can't recapture because of the same idea. Okay, so found a quite nice move actually. Quite annoying. Let's play king across. Now if he takes, it's actually perfectly fine for him because he found that queen check move. But I'm going to try and hop in with my knight. Try and get an attack going on his king side straight away. This could be a possible move. Actually, I just take, and then after he recaptures, I can take again. Okay, so here this looks like I'm trapping his bishop. If he takes here, I can take with knight, and my knight and bishop cover my queen, so it's okay. And this bishop can't fall back in any other direction. Here I can just attack his rook at the same time. Even after something like this, I can come across with my queen. I'm still attacking the rook, so if he plays bishop back, I can take the rook for free. Actually, I even have probably a better threat. Actually, no, I don't. I was thinking some ideas could come from bishop f7, because if rook takes, then I have something like this. Okay, he found a quite nice move. He can take this rook now, but I can still take his queen first. Or maybe take his rook first, and then I'm still attacking this and this at the same time. so it's not too bad for my position. Hmm. What's going on with this position right now? I have no clue what's happening. I guess we just push f3. It's quite unusual. If he takes f3, I think I'll just recapture with pawn maybe. Try and open up a file, I guess, towards his king. And if ever he takes this, I'll probably just respond with takes bishop. I should probably take this bishop first, actually. But after taking something like this, he'll probably just drop his bishop back. Doesn't want to lose too many pieces. Because I'm attacking both these pieces with my pawns at the same time. So it's not easy, actually, to think up of what to do in this position. Hence the reason why he's quite low on time. Let's see what's going to happen. This is actually pinned to my king, which is quite unfortunate. Maybe I want to get rid of this queen straight away. He's thinking for way too long. Maybe he just left. He realized. Okay. We can't finish on that time. We need to go for a proper win. All right, let's do this. 1823. We're at 1866 at the moment. Let's win a game for black with the Sicilian. Okay, main line. Where I thrive. Okay, something different already, but still makes some sense. Let's hit this pawn. Let's go for this. Obviously, if bishop blocks, now I can take this knight for free. And it's looking good. For sure. Alright. Okay, positionally, I won that one for sure. So, if we go back a little bit, let's see. This is actually a nice time to segue into a little more understanding of what the Sicilian is about. Okay, so something like this is actually not an uncommon way to play against a Sicilian. However, after attacking this pawn and knight defending, my main threat is to pretty much play bishop b4 and hit this pawn because the knight is actually pinned to the king. And usually, in most positions, the best way to cover this pin is by playing what he did, which is bishop to d2. However, the problem with bishop to d2 in this position is that it blocks the queen from defending the knight on d4, and because my knight on c6 is targeting this knight on d4, I can just take it for free. So probably the most common move to play for white in something like this is just something like f3, solidifying this e4 pawn, so I can't take it with the knight ever, and this pin is no longer that great. Obviously, things like queen b6 could be coming, putting more pressure on um, the d4 knight. However, after something like bishop e3, even takes here, it's not really a big deal for white. At least not to the extent of losing an entire piece. So in this Sicilian opening, one of the biggest things is to make sure, as white, if you choose to play something like this, if you choose to play the main line, to never get these bishops in the way of this queen that is defending the knight. And unfortunately, my opponent did that. Well, fortunately for me, but unfortunately for my opponent. All right, I think that concludes today's video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.